You will not believe what Ainsley Earhardt did that made everyone stop and stare. Seriously, it was so surprising, it is almost impossible to look away. If you think you are ready for something wild, wait until you see this. Trust me, you might even gasp out loud. So, stick around because this story just gets better and better. Alright, so who is Ainsley Earhardt? If you watch morning news or Fox News, you probably know her as one of the main hosts. She is always calm, confident, and sharp with her words. But this time, she showed a side of herself that caught everyone off guard. And no, it was not about a news story or a serious debate. It was something way more unexpected. It all started when Ainsley shared a moment that made people stop scrolling on social media. You know how sometimes you see a video or a photo and you just cannot look away? That is exactly what happened here. What she did made people react fast, some laughed, some gasped, and others just kept watching, unable to blink. Now, I do not want to spoil it for you just yet, but let me tell you this, it was not something she said or a mistake she made. Nope, it was way more surprising than that. It was a moment that showed a different side of her personality, and honestly, it was kind of amazing. Here is the deal, Ainsley Earhardt was caught on camera doing something very unusual for someone who usually sticks to a serious role on television. And when it happened, people could not believe their eyes. Imagine you are watching the news, expecting the usual serious headlines, and then suddenly, bam! Something totally unexpected happens. That is exactly how people felt. It was like a surprise twist in a movie, only this one was real life. So, what was it that made Ainsley so unforgettable this time? Well, she was trying to do something simple, but it did not go as planned. Actually, it got a little out of control, in the funniest way possible. She was trying to eat something on live television. Sounds normal, right? But wait, before you start imagining a boring food review, hear this out. It was not just eating, it was the way she did it that made everyone watch in shock. Picture this, Ainsley takes a big bite, and suddenly, the whole thing turns into a mini disaster. Her reaction? Priceless. Her face changed instantly, surprise, confusion, and then laughter. And guess what? That is when everyone watching felt the same way. Now, if you have ever had a food fail, you will totally relate to this. But because it was on live television, and because it was Ainsley Earhardt, it became something special. Instead of being embarrassed, she just laughed it off and kept going like a champ. This simple moment made her even more popular. Why? Because it showed she is just like us. Even someone who seems perfect on television can have little funny moments. And honestly, that is what makes people love her more. But wait, there is more to the story. After this little mishap, fans started sharing their own funny stories about food fails. The hashtag blew up on social media, and people everywhere were talking about it. Ainsley's moment turned into a whole conversation about how everyone messes up sometimes, and that is totally okay. People were saying things like, if Ainsley can mess up on live television, maybe my embarrassing moments are not so bad after all, and this just made my day. It was a reminder that even famous people have real moments that show their human side. So, what can we learn from this? First, do not be afraid of messing up. Whether it is in front of a camera or just in your daily life, those little mistakes can actually make you stronger. They show you are real, and they can even bring people closer to you. And second, sometimes it is okay to laugh at yourself. Ainsley did not try to hide her reaction or act like nothing happened. She owned it, and that made everyone respect her even more. Before we finish, here is a quick question for you. Have you ever had a moment where you made a funny mistake but just laughed it off? What happened? I would love to hear your story, so drop it in the comments below. If you enjoyed this story and want to see more moments like this from your favorite television stars, make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. You will not want to miss what is coming next. Thanks so much for watching. Remember, everyone has those moments that make them human, and sometimes, they are the best moments of all. Stay curious, stay kind, and I will see you in the next video.